He watched his wife and child die right before his eyes. And then, unthinkably, the killers turned their car around and came back. Fueled by pure rage, John snatched up a shotgun and hurled himself into a fierce firefight. But even wounded and collapsing to the ground, he pushed through the agony and, with grim precision, put a round straight into the driver's chest. The vehicle screeched to a halt. Four more hitmen stepped out unscathed. They fanned out. John used the last of his strength to raise his gun. Click. Empty. Helpless, he stood there, a condemned man before the slaughter. To wipe the scene clean, the killers doused the area in gasoline. Flames roared to life. The blast ripped through the coast, flinging John's broken body into the sea. The salt water kept him from bleeding out. Against all odds, he surfaced barely breathing. Hours later, as the sun dipped low, a passing fisherman spotted him and hauled him aboard. Months passed. His wounds healed, but the wounds inside didn't. He returned to the place that had taken everything from him. The once happy home was nothing but wreckage. Standing before the framed photos of his wife and son, his fists clenched tight. Once, he'd been a United States Marine. His last mission had been as an undercover FBI agent, embedding himself deep within a powerful crime syndicate. But during that final operation, local police had unknowingly gunned down the mob boss's eldest son. John staged his own death to escape the fallout, and his colleagues even threw him an elaborate retirement party to seal the illusion. But word traveled back. The mob boss, Mr. Blake, learned from a freshly bailed subordinate that John had been an undercover agent all along, and that his death had been faked. Blake's eyes went cold. "Remove him," he said to his butler. Before John could truly settle back into normal life with his loved ones, the boss's younger son arrived at his doorstep, not alone, but with the butler and an entourage of killers. John had been inside, speaking with an elderly friend. His wife and son were collecting seashells on the beach. Then came the gunfire. By the time the screaming stopped, the coast was slick with blood. The old man gave his life to shield John, buying him a narrow escape. But his fleeing wife and son were cut down under the wheels of a speeding car. Moments later, the rest of the hit squad caught up to him. John fought until he had nothing left, and then, he was hurled into the sea, his body swallowed by the dark depths.